Well, I tried to tell you so, yes I did, but I guess you didn't know. As the saddest story goes, baby, now I got the flow. Cause I knew it from the start. Do it, baby, when you broke my heart, that I had to come again and show you that I'm worth. You lied to me. All those times I said that I love you, you lied to me. Yes, I tried, yes, I tried. You lied to me. Even though you know I'd die for you, you lied to me. Yes, I cried, yes, I cried. Well, I tried to tell you so, yes, I did, but I guess you didn't know. As the saddest story goes, baby, now I got the flow. Cause I knew it from the start. Do it, baby, when you broke my heart, that I had to come again and show you that I'm worth. You lied to me. All those times I said that I love you, you lied to me. Yes, I tried, yes, I tried. You lied to me. Even though you know I'd die for you, you lied to me. Yes, I cried, yes, I cried. Well, I tried to tell you so, yes, I did, but I guess you didn't know. As the saddest story goes, baby, now I got. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Let me turn on the non-copyright music and check the audio. All right, we're good. Okay, welcome, welcome. Let's wait for everybody to come in. I think I have to change this OBS source again. So give me a second. Why is it always playing me? Why is it always playing me like that? Let's remove it. 1 second, guys. I have to edit my OBS settings, but welcome, welcome. Come on in. OBS is always messing up the source. Let me just add it back. No, that's not what I wanted. Welcome. We'll start in a minute. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Jillian, so welcome. Let me add the screen capture. Display method. Okay, here we go. And then let me move my camera. Okay, I think we're good. Let me just check. This should be working now. Welcome, welcome. Yep, it works now. Okay, welcome to day 22 of me learning how to vibe code. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Jillian. I'm an amateur vibe coder. 22 days ago, I decided to start building and learning in public, and this is the second app that I've built on stream. And the goal was to finish it yesterday, but that didn't go according to plan. But it is basically done now, so we are gonna finish it, and then I'm gonna start my next project. This is a Thailand itinerary builder that I built. It's a boarding pass theme, where users can get a custom itinerary planned for them if they're planning to travel to Thailand and maybe they don't know where to start. A lot of people are overwhelmed by the planning process of traveling, so it's just meant to help them. Again, I live in Thailand. I moved to Thailand 2 years ago. I'm a solo traveler, originally from New York City, and 2 years ago I decided to move to Thailand. I'm also a full-time math teacher. For those of you who don't know me, if you're new here, and yeah, so as a means to learn, I built 2 apps
that are Thailand related that bring a lot of value to the people who follow me and contact me often with questions about traveling or moving to Thailand. The first app I created was a Thailand cost calculator. And this was the second one, which is way more in depth than the first one. So this was the one, this is what we added yesterday. I wonder if email, what does that do? Yeah. I gotta make sure all that works, but yeah. Yep, so this is basically done. I finished last night on my own. I finished up what we were doing on stream. And let me see just what's next on the agenda. I'll attach the unique subdomain later. I'll attach it myself. And yeah, I just want to polish this up. I don't like that this says at the bottom, crafted by Jillian. I think it should say crafted by Where in the World is Jillian, because that's what my handle is on everything. And yeah, that's where we stand with this. Let me see. The final micro animations polish pass whenever you want it. Okay, let's just do that. And let me just... Okay. Yeah, the footer's gonna change. Oh, I don't have Spokenly open. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm really tired today. I'm not even gonna lie. I was up late vibe coding. I was up late last night and I was up early this morning. So, shoo. All right, test. Is this working? Nope, never. On the first try. Oh, unless it is. No. Test, is this working? Yep, now it is. Okay, I'm ready for the final micro animations polish. Just make sure that they're all stream safe and they're not too heavy. Also, one other thing I'd like you to adjust while you're in there is the footer of the web app says crafted by Jillian. And the link, it links to my personal brand website, which I love, but I just want it to say crafted by Where in the World is Jillian. With a G. My name is spelled with a G. Alrighty. Hopefully this is it. I'm really hoping this is it, because I gotta start building my next project. If you're just joining, welcome. Welcome. I'm just doing the final polishing on this, and then we're gonna start the new project. I think I already hooked everything up to Vercel, so I'm ready to go on that. Okay. music a little bit lower. Final touches, guys. Final touches. And then we're moving on. We're moving on with our lives. I'm ready. I'm ready for something new. I'm not gonna lie. I'm ready for a new project. I've been looking at this for way too long now. Also, I'm wondering, do these buttons work? So I know this one, save as a PDF. It saves your itinerary. Okay. Copy link. Where does the link take us? Oh, okay. It takes you to your exact plan. That's good. That works. Download file. Let's see. Okay, it saves it as a, let me delete that. And what else? This one isn't working. Email. That email button, what should it do? It should open up the email app, right? Or it should open Gmail. I'm wondering if maybe that's something that's just on mobile that works. That'd be interesting to test and then share via. Okay. Cool. Cool. I'm not sure where the email button goes, but we can play around with it. But I just need this to be done at this point. But if you're here, welcome. Feel free to say hi. You know, we have a lot of time to wait while Claude is thinking and working. So feel free to say hey. And I'm excited. I'm going to start a new project today. Which reminds me, let me get my notes open because I have the prompts ready. I do have the prompts ready. Well, the initial prompt. I have it ready to go. Yep. Welcome if you're just joining. I'm finishing a project and starting a brand new one today. So I'm super excited to start something from scratch again. I remember when I started this one from scratch, I definitely didn't think it was going to take this many days, but the next one though, hopefully it doesn't take as long because I do have a deadline for it. So yeah. I do have a deadline for that one. So we got to hit the ground running today. Can I close this? Let me close this preview. All right, let's see what Claude did. I always like to just know what I'm looking for. Cleanly, the first try, pull replets all live. Yep. No problem. I kept this deliberately restrained, screen save, every effect. Press feedback. share button and its menu items. The app is in a really complete place now. Yep. A couple of things still sitting in the someday pile from earlier. No action needed now, just so they can for a richer toolkit. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. So I'm gonna pull it. And let's reload it and see what these micro animations are. I don't see anything yet. Let's go for 21 days, why not? I'm not seeing anything different. My favorite part of the whole app right there. I don't see the difference. Okay, here, these cards. I don't see the difference. What was done? What were the micro animations? Now give a subtle press on click. The stop cards, lift and hover. Since each stop card is the accordion header. I'm not seeing that. What about in light mode? Okay, I see it in light mode. Fill tiles brighten, hover. Okay, so I'm not really seeing all of those animations in dark mode. And that being said, I'm wondering if there's anything or any other animations that we could add in that maybe aren't so micro but are still stream safe, just because I'm not really noticing anything. I really don't want to spend too much time on this today, but it just has to be completed. I can't really start something, otherwise this will hover over my head. And I won't be able to stop thinking about it. I still think about the first project. I mean, that one's fine. That one's fine. But now that I built this, the other one just looks so simple and plain to me, but that's okay. It shows the progression of my learning. But I'm just about done with this one. I can't wait to move on. But if you're out there, feel free to say hi and chat. I will say, you know, there's not that many people here yet, but if you are new here, this was really, really built not just by me, it was built by the community that comes in here every day. A lot of the ideas that are in here were theirs, and a lot of the suggestions and the things that they helped me fix. And, you know, this was definitely a team effort build. Let's see what it said. The entrance animation is fired too early. Oh, it's giving me options. It's giving me options. Let me full screen. I gotta read. Scroll into view reveals my top pick. Rewire each reveal is sectioned. Stats at animate on arrival. No, no, there's already a lot that goes on there. Give the stop cards. Yeah. As you scroll to expand each stop, it's stay card. This is really just A applied to the day list. Okay. Yep, let's go with A and C. And then just a side note before I forget, for the share this trip button, I know that there's an option for email. When I click it, it's not doing anything for me. I don't know if that's supposed to open Gmail or something. I'm wondering, does that feature only work on a mobile device? Okay. This should be it. And then that's it. And then I will assign the subdomain later. I know I said I was going to do that last night, but I got carried away because I was setting up the new project. And damn, I was up late. Planning this all out. But we'll see. Hopefully this does the trick. And then I can really just put this away for now. Well, not put it away. I'm going to give it to my community. It's definitely good enough for them right now. And then I have to make a schedule for myself of when I should revisit the old apps and update them. I guess it depends on user feedback and things like that. But if you're watching, say hi. Nobody's talking to me today yet. Some days it's super chatty in here. But it's okay. I really do need to just finish this. I'm just definitely hoping for some input when I start the new project. What? How did I already use 41%? Why is my usage getting eaten up so much? That's weird. Oh, well, it resets in 56 minutes. Okay, that's good. It's weird, but like when I was using Fable 5, the usage was going fast. I get that, but then after I switched back to Opus, it seemed like it was lasting longer. Now that seemed pretty fast. Wait till it gets my prompt for my new project. It's I think that'll actually kill the prompt is so large. I think it'll actually kill the usage. I think this is just one of these projects that I feel like I'll never feel like it's finished. So I kind of have to call it a day with this one for now if I ever want to move on. And I could always keep working on it off stream. So I just I got way too carried away with this, but I'm glad that I did. I really love it. I think I'm just a little tired of looking at it, to be honest. I think I'm tired of looking at it. Oh, we said a nav bar, right? But I'll do all that off stream. Those hovers actually visible. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be using extra, but my usage wasn't being eaten up that fast yesterday. I'm confused. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. But if you are here and you're new, welcome. Nobody's really chatting, but if you don't know who I am, my name's Jillian, and I decided to start learning and building in public 22 days ago. I'm an amateur vibe coder. This is my second project. So yeah, I'm just trying to learn. But the next app that I build, I do have a deadline for it because I'm going on a huge adventure and it's something that I want to build to actually test while I'm on that adventure. I think that would be cool. Put myself to the test kind of thing. See if I could build something that actually works and is useful for me. All right, come on. How hard is it? Not asking for anything. I didn't think I was asking for anything that serious. I wonder if we'll get Fable 5 back tomorrow. Well, today's already Monday for me. I guess it's technically, in the United States, it's technically Monday morning now. But early. Almost done thinking. Let's go. I want to start the next one. All right. I think he or she is done. Almost. Oh no. Not done. Damn, it's been thinking for 10 minutes? No way. It's been that long. Come on, man. You're eating all my tokens. Okay, we're still up. I didn't think I was asking for anything that crazy. Just doing like a full checkup. Uh-oh, found a real bug. I don't know, it's really going through the whole page. Hey, Slimy. I don't know. Is chat broken? Hi, Lee. Welcome. Hi, Slimy. Welcome. Why were you trying to type something? No, but no. I was like, it's been really quiet today. Like nobody's talking to me, which is strange. I haven't had one of those days in a long time. But you let me know if the chat is broken or something. How would I even know that? Hi, welcome. I haven't seen you here before. Yeah, thank you, Slimy, for saying what's up, because it was 40 minutes of me talking to myself, and sometimes I start streaming and people start like popping off right away, and I can't even get settled. And today I'm like, wow, nobody's talking to me at all. But how are you guys doing? I'm finishing this app. I'm starting a new one today. I'm actually really excited to start a new project. Ooh, what are you cooking? Both of you, Slimy, I only saw you for the first time. I met you for the first time yesterday. And Lee, this is the first time that I'm seeing you here. But I don't even know how many days it's taken me to build this app. But I think it's been at least 2 weeks. I'm ready for a change of scenery. Healthy hot dogs, what makes them healthy? Are they like turkey or something? I am a health and fitness girly, so I like to cook healthy versions of everything. So I am truly interested in what makes them healthy. Okay, I think it's finally done. No, it's a joke. They're really bad for you. Oh, shoot. I thought you were going to tell me they were like some turkey hot dogs or something. All right. Oh, wait, no, I didn't pull. Please let this be it. And then it'll be time to start a new project. Does this work? No. I wonder if... my favorite part. Okay, looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Why does it say end of preview? Oh, nice. So yeah, the algorithm, your algorithm probably led you here. That's cool. You know, the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm is crazy because it's connected me with a lot of vibe coders who are also in Thailand. The reason why I'm building a travel app for Thailand is because I live here. I've been living here for 2 years, and a lot of people on social media are always asking me, you know, for recommendations and how to move here and where they should go if they're visiting. So I figured if I'm going to learn how to vibe code, let me vibe code something for them because I get these questions on a daily basis. So let me see. I don't need this end of preview. Why is that there? Damn, we're at 50%. Thank you. Did it say anything about the email? Okay, I see it. Okay. I think I'm okay with it. I just don't know about this section. It's unnecessary. Okay, I'm good with that for now. Just one more thing. I don't know how I feel about this end of preview section. Now that I'm ready to have the app go live, I wouldn't refer to this web app as a preview. So let's just remove that section. And then can I finally start the new one? So you're building something, and I know you're cooking, so just whenever you have a free hand. Your app is for planning trips solely in Australia. Australia's on my list. Like, maybe it's something I could use. And now that I live in Asia, I mean, I know it's still far. I think the flight is like 9 hours for me or something like that, but it's still way closer than I was living in the United States. So while I'm living in Asia, I mean, which hopefully, I don't want to go back to the West ever, but I have to take advantage and go to Australia while I'm here. While it's only 9 hours away and not like 36 hours away. Hi, my zone. What an entrance. What up, my Illin Jillian? I love that. Not much. I'm finishing up this app that I've been working on for at least 2 weeks, and I'm going to start a new one. What's up with you? And welcome. I haven't seen you here before. That just made me smile. Just cracked a cold one here in Seoul. Oh, you're in Seoul. I love Seoul. I was there last April. Australia only, better to stick to one country. Best mate is 4x4 instructor, so. Oh, nice. Yeah, people have come in here recently and have asked me, why not make this a global trip planner? And I do travel often. Travel is my passion. So in another version, I would love to make this a global trip planner, but because I am a newbie and I'm learning, I figured let me stick to Thailand because I live here and I know a lot about the country. For example, when building the day-by-day itineraries, I noticed a lot of information was inaccurate. Like they were putting together days that were just unrealistic for a person to accomplish in one day, and they were suggesting activities during certain months that I know for a fact are closed seasonally due to the weather. So I feel like because I have knowledge on the country, I'm able to make sure that the information is credible, where if it's a worldwide travel planner, even if I've traveled there as a tourist, I'll never know as much information about the country than somewhere where I actually live. So that's my reasoning for, anyway, this version and in this stage of my learning process, that I'm just sticking to Thailand. Let me just see. Let me just do anything. Yeah, exactly. It's better data. And for me, I mean, even though this is just something that I'm giving away for free, it's important that anything I build and anything, either I'm going to use myself or I'm going to have other people use, it's important that I know that the information's accurate. I don't want to I could easily just tell AI to whip something together for me and give it out for show, but it's important to me to make sure that it's accurate. Okay. All right. I think I'm okay with this for now. I think it's good enough to be published. Obviously, it's a living document. It really is my baby because compared to the first app that I built, the first app looks so basic in comparison to this one. So I really do love it. I'll assign the subdomain to it later off stream. But I think I'm going to get into my new project. And for those of you who are new here, I have been using Replit to deploy my apps. But for this one, I'm going to try using Vercel because that's what most people have suggested that I do. So this is me testing out a different workflow. So I set up the GitHub repository. I did all that. I have a Vercel account. My GitHub is connected. I have all my repositories here. And can it get pricey right now? So my zone, I have no idea. This is my first time using it. And I'm just on a free version. I'm not sure how far that can get me. If it does get pricey, I don't know. I might have to go back to Replit just because when Claude Code is doing the work for me and pushing into GitHub, I'm noticing I'm barely using any of my Replit credits at all. I don't know the details of the free Vercel plan. People were just saying, "Oh, sign up, it's free." We'll see. I guess we'll find out if it's going to get pricey. Oh no, I hope that's not the case. As soon as I push the first version, you'll hit import. All right, here goes nothing. This prompt. Do you have any alerts to go off if the site goes down? Say if you become an overnight success. Oh my God, no, my zone. I never anticipated becoming an overnight success. Like I guess I should never say never, right? But I don't. So that is something I should probably look into. Maybe I shouldn't wait until it's too late. I don't have a really big audience or anything, so I highly, highly doubt. I highly, highly doubt it, but you never know. All right. Oof, this is a long prompt. What's my usage? Because I feel like after this prompt, I'm going to be cooked in usage. Oh my God, I'm at 70% already. Well, I have 30 minutes. That's not bad, but this is a long. Hi, Interblaze. Welcome. Yeah, thank you. Interblaze, I'm about to start building my new app right now. I just finished the final touches on the old one. I'll link the subdomain tonight. I'm okay with it for now. Obviously, I'll probably continue to keep making edits to it always, but it's time to move on. I think I need a change of scenery. So if you're new here, let me explain to you what I'm going to be building. So, and I'm not even exactly sure how it's going to work. Claude is going to help me with that. But basically, in like 2.5 weeks, early July, I'm going to be traveling to Pakistan. And I'm going to be trekking the Himalayas. So I had this idea. I have caught the bug. Interblaze, I have caught the bug for real. And I'm going to be using Vercel this time. So basically I had this idea. What if there's something that I can build for my actual trip and actually test it on my trip? I feel like that would be a good experience for me. And I could actually use it as a user, as it's built for what I'm doing, and see if I like the way it functions. So the idea right now, the main idea is kind of like a trek journal where I would be recording the data every day, like the elevation, the altitude, adding my own personal photo, kind of making it in a way like a scrapbook and something that I could export as a blog. I don't know. I know there's going to be some obstacles because it has to work offline, because in the Himalayas I won't have cell phone service every day. So we're going to see. Hey, building something similar for Sri Lanka at the moment. It's interesting to see the design around hosting your route. Checking, wishing you the best. Hi, Hamal. Welcome. Sri Lanka. Oh my God, Sri Lanka was one of the places at the top of my bucket list when I moved here, but I haven't made it there yet. So I know you're making it for Sri Lanka. I don't know if you're from Sri Lanka, but it's definitely on my list. And thank you for wishing me the best. And I am trekking the Himalayas. It's been a dream of mine for like 8 years in the making. 8 years ago, it was just an idea in my head, and now I'm finally making it a reality. And like 2.5 weeks, it's so surreal. So surreal. You're basically your own beta tester and pilot user. Yeah, basically Interblaze. And it will be something fun for me. It'll be like a keepsake for me, since this is a really like monumental trip for me. It's a once in a lifetime and life-changing type of trip. So I think it'll be a nice keepsake for me. But what I've been thinking of developing this idea is I want to make sure that it's not something that's just for me, that it's something customizable for anybody who wanted to use it for whatever type of trip that they're going on. So I have this big, large idea in my head, but there are a lot of details that need to be sorted out. But we just got to start, and then things come up as we go. That's what I'm learning. Yeah, I'm definitely going to visit Sri Lanka. That's for sure. Yeah, it's all in the prompt. There's a lot. Okay, so let's see. Yes, there's already journal writing section. Every day has a free write field notes. Trail, the weather, the view, how the body held up, and the day detail screen displays that known. Okay, perfect. Also, like, I'm thinking about me journaling. I don't want it to just be like, oh, this is what the trail was, the weather, the view, how the body held up. Like, what about my mind? Like, how am I feeling? Like, how present am I? Like, am I feeling inspired? Like, I want to write notes like that too. The prototype is currently hardwired to your Pakistan trip, right? Not a toggle. Worth deciding up front. Yeah. The Apple Watch idea has a hard technical. I asked in the prompt, is there a way where I can sync my my activity data from my Apple Watch to it? Cannot read Apple Watch. So, Himal, in my previous projects, I was using Claude and Replit. I mean, you should have seen me on day one. I was using more than that. I was going from ChatGPT to Claude to Replit, and I created much more of a system of my workflow, and then I'm just using Claude Code, having Claude Code push into GitHub, and then I was pulling into Replit. And the reason for that being is that I discovered vibe coding because Replit, on their 10th birthday, for 24 hours, the credits were free. They were unlimited. So I took that opportunity, and I had no idea what I was doing, but I built my own personal brand websites, and I was just winging it, just saying, do this, do that. And that wasn't an efficient way to work, but I didn't know what I was doing, but I was happy with the result. So that got me thinking I should actually learn how to do this for real. So that's why I chose Replit. Now I'm moving to Vercel just because it was recommended in the chat. But that's my reasoning for the stack. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Interblaze. We'll see about Vercel because I haven't pushed anything into the Git yet. So nothing has been deployed yet. So this is going to be a first experience. This was just the first prompt. So I have no idea. We're going to find out how Vercel is. Let me see. Apple only exposes HealthKit native. Never anything running in Safari. There's no web API for it. So automatic syncing from your watch isn't possible. The real sick password. Type the numbers. Import an Apple Health export file. And off stream, I did play with Claude Design and come up with a design for it. I'm not sure if I love it, but it's good enough to start. We'll see. Departure line. That's 18 days out. You need time to test it offline before that time. For the version you'll actually use in Pakistan, who should it be built for? I don't know, guys. Generic from day one. Build, trip setup, onboarding now. Considerably more work. Okay. We're going to start with my trip. I'll keep your trip details in the database. So opening it up to other people, other trips becomes easy follow-up after you're back. Also make, okay, let's keep it for my trip. Can't read Apple Watch. I guess type it in. Per day field notes writing or how much journaling space do you want? Yeah, bigger journal. Prototype is seated with a real looking 4-day route. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know, so I could test it before I leave. Hi, Azor. Yes, nothing has been pushed yet. I'm just getting started with the first prompt for the new app, but it's gonna be I'm gonna be using Vercel, so I'm excited. I'm excited for new project, new platform. The prototype is seated with a real looking 14. Is that your actual plan? Don't preload anything. Every user has a hobby plan. Yeah, somebody in the chat just asked me, my zone just asked me, they said that they heard Vercel can get pricey, but right now it's free for me. So I'm curious, after how much do I have to use it for it to start becoming pricey for me. But they'll probably recommend you to also do at least one tiny functional test before. Yeah, I mean, what I'll do, Interblaze, is I'll probably put my phone like on airplane mode or something, and then and I'll see if it works. It's just sample data. How about this? Preload it for now, but make it editable, but make it editable. That I did give my actual itinerary, so I just want to see what it looks like. I want to see what it looks like almost completed in a way. Yeah, so a lot to think about though with this app. I don't know how I feel about it because now it's like I'm building something that's just for me and it feels a little selfish. So that's why I want to give the app the option for anybody to use it for whatever trip they're going on. But right now I think I have to just start with my trip so I can kind of see the vision. Wait, what do you mean, Interblaze? Using Claude models in agent mode through my GitHub Copilot subscription. How do you even do that? Because I have to say, I struggled a lot to even hook up GitHub to Claude Code. Thank you, Azor. You know, when we had that conversation a few days ago, who was it? We had some new people in the chat that I only saw that day. I think it was Sammy and Sheesh. And that's when we started talking about the names of the models. And I had already thought, before Fable got banned or anything, but when it was first released, as soon as I heard the name, I was like, why Fable? Why Fable? Like, knowing what the definition of the word Fable is, I was already thinking like, that's the first name that actually made me think like, why this name? And then when somebody brought it up in the chat, I'm like, okay, I'm not the only person who's thought of this. And I couldn't stop thinking about it after that. I could not stop thinking about it. I use GitHub. It has lots of models to work with for a good price. It wants us to use their models through their own site. I see what you mean, Interblaze. Yeah. And Anthropic is a little weird with the GitHub connection. If you're using the desktop app, you kind of have to jump through hoops. Well, I guess not jump through hoops, but it's not as easy as just, if you use it on the web browser, you can actually connect GitHub and choose your repository. But to set it up on the desktop app, I don't know why, like, why don't they just have that function? Let me connect to GitHub and choose the repository. I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised. All right. Let's see the plan. Single trip personal app, but trip details live in the database. Not hard coded. So a for everyone version later is a small lift, not a rewrite. Okay. Okay. Type in activity. Manual entry. Fully offline. No watch health integration. PWA. What does the P stand for? I'm assuming the WA is web app, but that is the type of web app that can be used offline. Each day gets a proper, prominent, long-term journal area. The one place I'll deliver, extend. Yeah, because, yeah, I want a long journal entry because I'll do a lot of like self-reflecting in the mountains. It's not just about how many steps I took and what the altitude was. It's how is this shaping me and changing me, and helping me grow and evolve as a person. Like, that's the bigger picture of this trip for me. Seed your real editable in the app. Okay, yeah. 2 notes from reading the data. None. 9 or the 14 days? Let's see those. You can edit test. The rest on the trail. Okay. Okay, it's still working. Okay. We're going one step at a time. We're not building the whole thing. Okay, let me catch up with the chat. Oh yeah, I had that connector set up pretty quick as a techie, but was equally surprised not to see it. Yeah, Anthropic, that's what I'm sure it was quick for you. I know how to do it now, but the first time I tried to do it, I was like, it took me a while to just understand what the heck I was doing. But it is surprising that it's not just a simple option. I run a DigitalOcean droplet, so I can add a lot of web apps on one server, but a little harder to set up. Not sure if that helps. So I can add a lot of web apps on one server. Lee, I'd love to hear more about that. If you want, join the Discord and maybe you can give me some information. Something I have to keep in mind is I try not to run anything on stream or build anything on stream that's too heavy, because then my stream starts to crash because I'm only on a MacBook Air. So that's just something I have to always keep in the forefront of my mind. My zone said, do you know how much you spend in tokens? And that's a good question, my zone. So I haven't spent anything extra. I have the pro plan and I pay $20 a month for that. And I haven't had to pay anything extra till honestly today. Earlier this morning, I was trying to set up in Claude Design how I wanted to design the new project, and Claude Design really eats up your tokens, and I ran out of the session limit, and I just decided to just buy a few extra credits just to complete the job, because I didn't want to play with Claude Design on stream, because I knew my stream would be cut short, because once you start with Claude Design, it's like your tokens are gone. But other than that, up until now, I haven't had to buy anything extra. Let's see what else. Vite React TypeScript is what I see what it did there. Long story short, we need the site to create the least amount of edge requests per user visit to keep the site afloat. A regular server has its own edge case. Hobby plan support up to 1 million. Pro tip: stay away from boilerplates. Those templates are heavy as flip. Anthony, hi Anthony, welcome. Pro is awful when it comes to limits. Yeah, the session limits go by rather quickly. My zone, approximately $20 and 20 is pretty good to me. Some people out here. Yeah, my zone, I think it depends. Like, some people are, this is what they do for a living. So I understand if, you're making money from it, investing more money into it, but I'm just learning. So I'm trying to keep it at the pro plan for now. And let me go back to Azure. You said stay away from boilerplates. Those templates are heavy. Is that something that you saw Claude doing? I don't know what a boilerplate is. In my mind, I hear boilerplate and I'm thinking of something that is definitely not what it is. Boilerplate code. I don't know. I hope I'm not in over my head with this. Is it easier to just is it that much more difficult to build something that works offline? Because I'm also thinking, I could just make it work online and I could fill it in whenever I have service. I really hope that it's not like I have zero service for the whole 12 days. That's kind of crazy. Then I'm really going to be like off the grid. I don't think it's going to be like that. I just think there's going to be moments and maybe a day here or there that I don't have service. Claude Code with Opus maxed out really surprised me yesterday. I got through 200 plus project files, saw overarching history, understood all the self-made and immediately offered. Oh, so Interblaze, then that means that the subscription has been worth it, even with everything that happened. So I'm glad to hear that. Like I said, I thought of you when Fable 5 got suspended because you had just told me the day before, I think it was, that you decided to go with the subscription so you could use it. And I was like, damn. Boilerplate is like an additional layer of GUI. I remember those orbs we had back then. These things are low. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. Okay. Shoot. Was that something that you saw Claude doing though, or are you just mentioning it to me? Think of it like starter code that's really built for people to rearrange, but since we didn't know what they really have underneath, we can't change it in Thailand, hence the bloat stays. Okay. Right, so Lee, that's why in this initial prompt, Claude knows that it has to be something that can work locally on my phone. Because I'm just not sure of, like, how much am I not going to have service, guys? Like, now that it's coming, I'm like really wondering, is it going to be a full 12 days of no service? That's kind of nuts. I'm really okay with a few days of no service here and there. I think it'll be a nice detox, but 12 days, I think people are going to start to get worried about me. To say hi to Fable, that kind of stuff. It's kind of these days that AI can just generate your GA from scratch. Yep, still hope to say hi to Fable soon. It really got janked away at the worst time, but immediately delivered breakthrough while being awesome in conversation too. Yeah, for sure, into Blaze. So you know how to stay optimistic, and I really love that about you. When we build something on our own, we know what we put in. Boilerplates are already built, but they don't necessarily tell you what's inside of it. Mostly animated stuff we don't need. It could be very spotty. Get Claude to do research. Yeah, Lee, when I initially told Claude about the project, one of the first things that Claude said was, okay, we need this app to work offline because you're not going to have service at these base camps. That was like the first thing that Claude said to me. And I already knew that, but Claude picked up on it right away. All right, so Azor, I got to look out for the boilerplates. Anthony, geez, I'm over here getting an EIN for a fresh startup and getting business credit for an 80K server. Assistant just to run what I need locally. Oh, wow. Getting business credit for... Oh, business credit is free. Nice. Oh, allow. One serious prompt dedicating it to optimism. Yeah, Anthropic, I'm gonna have to check that. The initial prompt I gave it is like a beast. There was so much information, probably too much information in the prompt that I gave it, because sometimes I overdo it and I over explain and repeat myself. I do that in real life too. I feel like people have told me that I don't need to repeat myself so much. I think it's a teacher in me. When you teach kids, when you teach students, you have to repeat yourself. They're never gonna get it the first time. So maybe I over explain, but Claude should know it has to be compatible on desktop and mobile. I'm going to be using it on mobile, but when I come back from the trip, I would like to look at the finished result on the desktop so I see my trip in full screen. Okay. I teach high school math. Well, isn't that their that's kind of what their flag looks like. Yeah, that's their flag. Well, Azor, when I get back, I think I'm gonna give you a different image of what Pakistan is. When you think of Pakistan, I think you're gonna think of something totally different afterwards. Over explaining to LLMs is better than under. Yep. Okay, let's see. Now what do I... This is the first time I'm using Vercel, so it's alive. It's alive, guys. The data... Mobile is perfect too. Let me add a Vercel. Oh, it's still going. Oh, for 31 minutes it's been going? Including no compromise on graphical fidelity. The map should always stay as crisp and detailed as possible, etc. Put a couple of good points together. Interplays, if you want to do that, I would love that. I'll just screenshot your prompts. I literally, on my device, I now have a folder titled stream chat suggestions, and all the screenshots that I've taken of the chat, because sometimes it's overwhelming or sometimes I can't implement what people are suggesting to me in the moment. I have all the screenshots in that folder. So if you do write some prompts up for me, I'll screenshot them and add them to the folder. And by the way, RPI just has his own separate folder on my computer. Oh, thank you, Anthony. That means a lot. You think I'm excelling? It's been really fun. I didn't know what I was getting myself into 22 days ago. I mean, I did, but I I didn't realize that 22 days later I would have made as much progress as I did. So I appreciate that. And just how encouraging everybody is that comes in here. Like, this community is honestly full of kind of the nicest people on the internet, because in other niches, let me tell you, people are not that nice. 28 days later. An aha moment. I don't know. I guess there's going to be a bunch of those. Maybe it's a baby aha moment, but when I got rid of ChatGPT, I just felt like a weight was lifted off of my shoulders. Because if you go back and watch the day one stream, it's awful. Well, I don't know what I was doing. And nobody really stopped me, but I'm glad that they didn't, because they let me figure it out on my own, that was just not the proper way to work. And that's kind of what I need to do. I need to make mistakes, I need to mess up, and then that's when I really know I have to fix something or change something. That's a no. In the coming weeks or days, when you have it and it all clicks, it's pretty amazing. Okay, so I'll be waiting for that aha moment. I guess, like, when you know type of thing with that. Calling it a milestone. Okay, wait, I don't need this. I just want to see. Okay. Your code is now main, since you already see the on that import screen. Click import. You'll land on a configure project. Here's what to check. Where our journey started with that planner. Mine was with max out eye candy. Packaging last year. No, that's okay. I would love to see it. I love things with massive eye candy. That's why I got so fixated on that graph. I mean, not that graph, the map. Okay, so what am I doing? Because I love massive eye candy. So I'm going to import. Am I allowed to show this on stream? Is there anything private here? It shouldn't be, right? Here's what to check. Framework. No, there's nothing private here, so hold on, because now I don't see. Framework preset, you should already say Vite. If it says other, change it. Oh, okay. Application preset, change it to just Vite, not Vite Press, right? It should say Vite. It says Vite. Root directory, leave as. Do I have to put that dot slash? Does it want me to? Leave defaults. Oh, I can't. I guess I can't see this. Oh, this environment. Okay. I just need to screenshot this, and Claude has to tell me if this looks good. Watch the build logs roll for a free moment. You'll get confetti. I'm gonna get confetti? Just want to confirm that this is what the settings should look like after clicking import. What I'm trying to say is you'd be surprised what kinds of graphics effects even a 5-year-old smartphone can do without breaking a sweat. Games and those things get away with a lot more. Yeah, I think I understand what you're saying now. You're saying that the phones they can handle a lot of those graphics and effects and animations, where my device can't always. Okay, hold on. Everything auto detected. Oh, it's there. It's this monitor. This monitor is not, I guess it's not that clear. I didn't see that dot slash. Don't touch them. Off means use by its defaults. Just click deploy. All right, we're deploying. I've never done this before. Where's my confetti? Okay, congratulations, you just deployed a new project. As much as I remember, Vite apps are so versatile that even if you just import the project and change nothing, the site will work on deployment. Okay, don't deploy on Fridays. Why not? Hoping for TypeScript to work well, though. This isn't the font we decided on, though, in Claude Design. Party, woo! Okay, now how do I see it? I have to go to the... And why does my username have this number on it? That's just something that irks me. But it's not done yet. We need to change the domain. Where is the domain? Wait, okay. Didn't it tell me what the domain was? When it finishes, you'll get in a live... Oh, I'm missing something. It's here somewhere. Click on the add domain and change it your way. Oh, okay. Pakistan, this is it. That's okay for now because I'll change it later on. Oh, edit, okay. And I could just change this free one for now. So you said, let's make it trekjournal.vercel.app. Okay, you're right. So let's just do trekjournal.vercel.app. This is not going to be the actual domain, but you've edited the domain. Redirect old domain. Permanently delete. What do I do? Redirect or remove old domain? I guess remove it, right? I'm going to change the domain anyway, later on. Okay. Okay, so now I just go to this to see the site, I'm guessing. That's how Vercel works. Trekjournal.vercel.app. Trekjournal.vercel.app. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Thank you. This is cool. This is like this process. It's a little bit easier because now it's to my understanding that I can leave this and then once Claude pushes into GitHub, it will just automatically, like the app will automatically be live. Okay, so this was only step one, but some things I don't even know how this works. Like, where are these numbers? Oh, okay, auto deploy. Claps of applause. This is my itinerary. Well, it's only going up to day 10. Okay, let me see. Oh, coming in the next build step. Okay. So maybe I should just let it keep building and then change things around. Something I'm not sure that I like is that I don't know if I like that the most recent day is first or if I would want day 1 to be first. I would probably want day 1 to be first. Right? So when I look back, I'm looking at it in chronological order, not backwards. I understand why. Day 1 equals 1, right? Yeah. Do I change that now or do I let it keep going? Because I feel like maybe, let me see. Okay, good. This reset. Also, this is not my full itinerary. And also I'm thinking, well, let me do that last because I get carried away on the first on the first step. But all right, I think that's something we could change now. Add a sort option that's remembered. Meaning, Lee, do you mean an option where you can choose if you want it to go in chronological order or start with the last day? Like something like that? I think I just want it in chronological order though. Oh, a choice, yeah. I think I just want it in chronological order though. Like not, I don't even want that choice. And look, the light mode, so the dark mode is called Alpenglow. The light mode is Glacier. Okay. Let me see about those 3 toggles built. Okay, just... Yeah, well, eventually, I don't want it to be just for me, but I think sometimes I give too many options. Like I'm thinking about that map, the 2D and the 3D, and we already have the light mode and the dark mode. I think chronological is good. Okay. Paste here. In hand, you paste it here when it's done. Okay. Before we move on, there's an adjustment that I want to make. For the section that says the trail so far, every day logged, I would like the days to go in chronological order, starting with day 1 rather than ending with day 1. All right. Quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. I'm back. How software engineering has now become product management. I'm also thinking, do I like this sidebar, or should that be something that's collapsible? You know what I'm saying? That push is triggered an automatic. Give it 60 seconds, refresh, and you'll see. Yep. Like the sideways hamburger, the way you're describing it. Yeah, I'm wondering if this should be collapsible. Like that's an option that I think I might want. This is it's like a little distracting if it's always open. Okay. I don't know yet. Okay, let's move on and then I'll see. So where we stand, scaffold, database, home screen, live in Vercel. Milestone 4, detail screen, your bigger journal view. Open on PC, pop out on phone. I'm gonna leave it for now, and then later I'll play around with it on the phone, and I'll see what it looks like on the phone, and then I'll make the decision. I'll leave it. Let me leave it for now because that, knowing me, I can get off task really quick. So, the day detail screen, your bigger journal view, tapping. Might want to make adjustments later, but for now, let's move on to milestone, the next milestone. I think that's a 4. Why are they using those numbers? Sorry, I just got a message on Fiverr. Let me see if I could take care of that while Claude is working. Yeah, when I was playing around with this on Claude design, I wasn't really sure what, how it works. Are these just mock numbers? Damn, I'm gonna be all the way up here. Is it really at this peak? A peak like this? The Killer Mountain? Ay, ay, ay. Let me see. Let's see. enter. Yep. Where's his Fiverr? I need to send a referral. Sorry, while Claude is working, I have a client on Fiverr. Enter, yep. Okay, perfect. Found it. Hi RPI. I started a new project today. Yeah, I'm just starting it. It's meant to be a trek journal for my upcoming trip in the Himalayas, where I can like record my data, write a journal entry, add a photo. So it kinds up being like a keepsake for me after the trip, but it is something I'm trying to figure out how I could make it into something that anybody could use for any type of trip that they're going on. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Claude Design. I was dealing with Claude Design this morning. Shipped. So now I'm getting used to Vercel. It's just here. The day detail and the bigger. One thing I love for later, the journal uses. Okay, so what does that mean? I go here? No. Yeah, I figured this time around, I like what Claude Design comes up with the best, so I figured I'd go to Claude Design first before I start even building out any features, because I always, as you've seen, I always start harping on the design. So oh, here it is. And now, I guess my question is, how come I can't edit anything? Maybe that just comes later. Green, humid. Yeah, I think it is going to be humid in the capital. All right, let's see. The journal uses the fifth one. It's loading now, but I'll make sure. Hi, Code. Why not? I'm going to Pakistan in July. It's been a dream of mine for 8 years to trek the Himalayas there. So I'll be spending most of my time in the northern region, but the Himalayas are just exceptionally beautiful there, and I also think that it's one of the most misunderstood regions of the world. The reason why it became a dream of mine to go to Pakistan is because I was a New York City public school teacher for many years, and I taught a large population of Pakistani students. I was very close with them, and they taught me about their culture. And once I started learning about their culture, that's when I started to become intrigued. And then my Pakistan rabbit hole began. Ilian Jillian, you are like Lady Luck to me right now. I'm on a winning streak play. Oh, I love to hear that, my zone. I love to hear that. I hope I'm bringing you good luck. I'm glad to hear you winning. Pakistan is in the news here in Australia. Okay. Pakistan is in the news a lot of times. Anthony, where Where, remind me, where is that again? Because I know what that is, but now I'm forgetting where that actually is. Um, the stepper form. New edit entry. Okay, yeah. Yep, that's what we need. This is the biggest functional step. Let's check the usage. Oh, we're good. Well, not the weekly usage, but we're good. Yep, you can build that now. I suppose you can't edit from there because there's no different access controls yet. Are you viewing the website? Yeah. Yeah, RPI. So I just read what Claude said, and they didn't it didn't build out that feature yet to edit. So yeah. In northern Tanzania. Oh my God. Anthony, I've been dying to go to Africa. But I'm dying to go everywhere. You can't even tell me, "Oh, I'm from here, I'm from there." I'm gonna say I want to go there. Cuz I want to go literally everywhere. People are amazing everywhere. It's the governments that suck. Yep. That's true. That's my experience traveling. Like, I don't know if I've been somewhere where the people haven't been amazing. I mean, some places more amazing than others, but hi, Virek. How are you? Welcome. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hi. Hey, my gangster. Welcome. That's where I'm going. I'm going to northern Pakistan. Hi, Mimi. Welcome. And Code, you said what for? Australia is in the news here in Korea. Oh, okay. Australia's in the news in Korea. I'm using open code, not Claude. Okay, how's that been going for you, VREC? Yeah, my gangster, I know you're still in Dubai, right? But code XND, where are you from? Oh, you're from Australia. You said it. Sorry. You said Pakistan is in the news here in Australia. Yeah. But yeah, you'll be back in a week. Okay, cool. Um, but the story about my students in New York City, the Pakistani students that I taught for many years and I got really close with, they're the ones who inspired me to want to visit Pakistan. And that was just an idea in my head 8 years ago. This is some cool and very niche tasks I've seen. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it, Mimi. Today's the first day starting this app. This is what I just finished building. And this was a Thailand itinerary builder where a user can generate a unique itinerary for themselves if they want to plan to travel to Thailand. The reason I created this was because I live in Thailand. I've been living in Thailand for 2 years now. and many people message me. They're always asking me where they should visit, how much it would cost, how long they should spend in each place. They asked me about the weather. So I figured I would build something to help answer their questions, and it would design an itinerary unique to them, because they know what they want and they know their interests the best. The map. Yep, tells you about the weather in each region. Then it gives you a day-by-day plan by each destination that you can expand. You can even leave a review on an activity that you participated in, so that way other users can read your reviews. Yep. So that's what I was building the past 2 weeks, maybe 2+ weeks. I lost track of time. I don't know what day it is anymore. I just know it's day 22 today. Thank you, Lee. I spent a lot of time on that map. What do you mean is Phuket still closed? I live in Phuket. I hope it's not closed because I gotta leave soon. So my zone, I didn't set it up yet, but I know what it's gonna be. So can I drop you the domain that I'm gonna use and just give me like an hour after I end the stream and I'll set it up? The domain I give you, it's not gonna be live. I'm gonna do it off stream. Yeah. It's going to be itinerary. Where in Jillian? Oh, thank you, my zone. And I know it's a long URL. It's just my handle, where in the world is Jillian, is so long. Oh, the beach from the movie The Beach. Maya Bay. You're talking about Maya Bay. That's not in Phuket. That's in Phi Phi Islands. And it's not closed. You're just not allowed to swim there. You're not allowed to swim in the water there. Yeah. And it's because they want to protect the marine life there. So they don't want like all of your body oils and things and people just trashing the sea over there. They try to protect the marine life. So you can go to Maya Bay. Everybody goes, they take their touristy pictures, and yeah, exactly. Tourists are bad. They can get pretty bad here. Not all tourists, but unfortunately we do get a lot of low quality tourists that come here. So you're not allowed to swim there. You could put your feet in though. You could take a picture. The good thing is that because nobody's in the sea, when you take your picture, there's nobody in the sea behind you. So it does kind of look like you're alone. I went there once, I took my picture, and I left right away. Because I'm the type of person, if I'm outside on the beach in this Thailand heat, I need to be jumping in the water. I can't just be standing outside having a photo shoot for hours. Take the picture and let's go where we can swim. Okay. WordPress. For the client, you can summarize it. Okay. Hi, Mark. Sorry, writing back to a client on Fiverr. Great. Okay. All right. Oh, Claude is still working. They said it was a heavy lift. Respect is earned and given, especially when they say choke the cup. I don't know what that means, but you're right. Respect is earned and given. I mean, Thai culture is built on respect, and unfortunately, some people come here and take advantage of that or have no regard for it. And those are the reasons why anybody that travels to Thailand often knows that immigration has really become more and more strict when it comes to tourists coming here in terms of their requirements, or, you know, a lot of people get denied entry if they have like a repeated history of coming into Thailand and staying for a long time, because now immigration is suspicious of if you're doing illegal business here or if you're up to no good, because those people kind of just ruin it for everybody. Okay, shipped, auto deploying. I have the DTV visa, so I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's a 5-year long-term tourist visa, and I'm under the workation route, so you need to have a remote job in order to be eligible for that visa. For the route that I took, there's also the soft power route where you can agree to engage in Muay Thai or cooking class or medical treatment. But I'm on the DTV. But I wasn't when I moved here. I moved here because I took a job as a teacher at an international school here. So I had a work permit and what's called a non-B visa. Those two, the work permit and that visa, are linked together. But at the end of after 1 year, I quit that job and I got a remote teaching job, a virtual teaching job. So I had to cancel my work permit, cancel my visa. I had to leave the country because you can't apply for one of those visas while you're physically in Thailand. So I went to Indonesia and I applied for the DTV, waited there for 2 weeks, got approved, and came back. In a nutshell. One thing you can test. Once the deploy lands, a live site, try adding a photo to a day. Best test on your phone since it's actual use. So I was paying taxes in Thailand when I was working at the international school, and HR just handled it for me. But now on this visa, as long as I never stay longer than 180 days at a time without leaving the country, it's to my knowledge that I'm not a tax resident in Thailand. It's when you stay for over 180 consecutive days that you have to start paying Thai taxes. So I still have to pay my US taxes, but I don't have to pay taxes in Thailand. Sounds like a long road worth travel. The whole vibe out there must be such a breath of fresh air versus 100% interplays. And like, it was a long road. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was super stressful. Um, when I got the virtual teaching job, I kept my in-person teaching job, and I literally worked both jobs for 2 months because they were in two different time zones. So I would wake up at 4 in the morning and I would go to the gym, and then I would go to work in person and teach from 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And then I would rush home and teach from 6:30 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. And I did it for 2 months, and I did that because I wanted to make sure I felt like the virtual job was secure. I wanted to make sure like I felt like this is something stable, this is something I could rely on, and I didn't want to just quit my job cold turkey. Yeah, it was a very rough time. I got like no sleep, but every day I just woke up and I told myself, this is temporary, this is temporary, this is temporary, and I will have so much more flexibility in my schedule once I get through this. But I just wanted to make sure I felt confident in the remote job, and also I wanted to give my in-person job ample time to find a replacement for me. I didn't want to be like, okay, I just got another job and I'm quitting today. You're on your own and now the kids don't have a math teacher. I figured it was the right thing to do to give them notice so they could find somebody, because it's children's education that was in my hands and I don't really take that lightly. So there were two reasons why I did that. So I did that for 2 months. I was absolutely smashed. Like, I was exhausted, barely a human. And then I left to Indonesia, and that was stressful because there's no guarantee that anybody's going to approve your visa. It's up to the embassy. So now I'm hanging out in another country, just crossing my fingers that they approve me. So it was worth it. It was worth it. But damn, that was a hard time. That was a rough time. Okay, let's see. Oh, edit? Oh, cool. I can edit the date. I can label it. Both trials be smoothly and grinding through it, and now, well, we're yeah, I definitely grinded my ass off during that time, but I I really proved to myself during those 2 months like how strong I actually am. I'm like, am I like, not that many people are crazy enough to do what I did. I mean, a lot of people out there hustle and they work multiple jobs, but working two teaching jobs where you have to deal with children who need your attention, um, it was so exhausting. It was so exhausting. We're vibe coding. Hopefully your job is. Yeah, it can still be rewarding sometimes. But now that I'm working with students in the United States again, in New York, the work ethic is just not there. The really nice thing about working with the kids in Asia is that they want to learn. Like, they really want to learn and do things. The population in like New York public schools, they have no drive, so it's kind of like pulling teeth. And the personal pool out back, yep, that was always a dream of mine. Growing up in New York City, I always wanted a house with a pool. But when you live in New York City, that's like unattainable unless you're like a millionaire or a billionaire. But in Thailand, it's affordable to have amenities like that. Yep, it's the New York City grind set. That's exactly what it is. Okay, let me see. Okay, so I can edit all of these things. How will I even know what the altitude is? I'm going to be asking people, do you know what the altitude is here? Maybe my watch can tell me. Distance, hours, within the safe rate. How it felt, my energy, conditions. I can add a photo. Okay. Oh, wait. This actually finds my coordinates? That's cool. Is it going to be able to do that offline? Okay, I can type. Okay, this is kind of cool. I record the information of the day. I add my own photo from that day, and I write a little journal entry. Why is that one red? Climbed fast. Mode. I have to figure out how am I going to actually track these numbers and make sure that they're accurate. I'm going to be asking so many questions. Okay. All right, I like it. I guess these cover images will change when I add my own personal photos. Oh wow, they put like a warning here. A warning. It's gonna be high altitude. That's why it's a warning. Oh, I'm gonna gain that much. I'm gonna climb that much. From where? Where am I going from? I'm going from the highway into the fairy meadows. Oh, I know where I'm going. There's a road I'm going to drive on called Death Road that connects these two places. It's literally on the edge of a cliff. I've talked about this so many times, I feel like, but I'm so excited for it. I'm going to be in a Jeep in a 4x4, literally on the edge of this cliff. I can't wait. These are the things I like. I'm an adrenaline junkie, so. Okay, next milestone, the recap, the shareable trip summary, big hero stats, the interactive elevation profile. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I actually have to get my Insta360 camera. I think I have to go to the mall and try to find it because online it's looking sketchy. Random thought experiment offline by default. Doesn't mean it shouldn't be able to sync update. Yeah, Anthropic, that's what I wanted. Like, I don't want it to just be an offline app. I kind of want it to be basically an online app that you can update when you don't have internet. Offline by default doesn't mean it shouldn't be able to sync when there's, yeah. Because something that came up is that because this is an offline app, because it's an offline app, everything's gonna be stored locally on my phone. That's gonna take up a lot of room. It's gonna take up a lot of storage. On the geolocation thing, that works because it can be implemented in JavaScript instance you want. Oh, okay. So RPI, what you're saying is that that will work when it's offline. Like, I'll be able to change it, or did it already look up the geolocation for these destinations knowing that I'm going to be offline? Yes, it's GPS. Sorry, so you mean it already looked up the coordinates? GPS does not need internet. Oh, okay. All right, all right. All right, thank you. Thank you. Okay, that's great. Perfect. Because I definitely want those coordinates to be accurate. GPS is live. Okay, nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, it is 5:20. I have work in an hour. There is another milestone, but I think we'll probably pick that up tomorrow. Let me check my usage. Hi, Sammy. Welcome. Many ways to compact, compress, process, optimize things you'd expect to cause bloat. Okay, yeah, definitely. I definitely want to eliminate bloat when possible. What did we do? What was it? Was it the unit test that we ran on the other app? It like got rid of 100+ lines of code that were causing bloat. So I'll definitely do that. Sammy, I was talking about you earlier in the stream. Unit test wouldn't do that? Oh, okay. Then maybe that was something else. Okay. All right. So that'll be something that we take into consideration. Maybe after I build out all the features and stuff, I'll come back to all of that. But yeah, Sammy, I was talking about you. Because it was you, right? I think, was it you or was it sheesh? Keep unit tests, they are not in your release. Okay. What, Sammy, was it you? Were you the one the other day that brought up what the word Fable really means? Was that you or was that sheesh? Because 2 days ago we had that conversation, and then yesterday I made a YouTube video about it, because after that conversation I honestly couldn't stop thinking about it, because before you even brought it up, when Fable 5 was released, oh, it wasn't you. Oh well, I spoke about you anyway. It must have been sheesh then. It must have been sheesh. But ever since that model was released, before they even suspended it, I was thinking, why Fable? Why Fable? I know what the word Fable means. And it doesn't, I'm not thinking of an AI model. So it wasn't you. Oh, well. But I remembered you. I was like, it was either Sammy or it was either Sheesh, because they were both new that day. Okay. All right, guys. So because I'm pressed for time, right? I have to work my actual job in an hour. Ever heard of Mika Kitty? No. Is it like Hello Kitty? Probably not. But no, my zone. I don't know what that is, but let me know what it is. It sounds cute. By the way, I swear and stuff was in some of the best replies I got. I swear and stuff. You remind me of her a bit. LOL. Tessa Violet. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up who that is. Oh, I'm nervous. I hope it's a compliment. Okay, Mika Kitty. I'll look her up when I get off stream. But okay, guys. If I didn't have work in an hour, honestly, I was feeling super tired today, but I think starting a new project has me energized, has me inspired again. I really needed to stop looking at the Thailand itinerary builder. I just needed a change of scenery. Yeah, we were talking about how mythos is connected to the word myth, and Fable is a short story that teaches you a moral lesson. Kind of ironic that it was suspended after like 2 or 3 days. Got me thinking, like, was that a short story for us? So I don't know, just food for thought. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you so much. Let me say my goodbyes and hop off so I can get ready for work. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in for day 22. Anthony, the next one's tomorrow. I do it daily, and I'm going to be doing it daily until I leave from my trip. And obviously, once I'm on my trip, I won't be able to stream, hence building an offline app. But when I come back, I'm going to pick it back up again and hope that everybody joins again, even though I'll be gone for like 12 days. But thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Azor, as always. Thank you, Interblaze, as always. You know that I always say your energy is infectious. Thank you to all the new people that joined today. I really enjoyed talking and getting to know you. So thank you, Lee. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, My Zone. I love that you call me Illy and Jillian. I love that so much. Thank you, Sammy, for stopping by. I'm sorry that it was the end of the stream. Oh, hi, Naman. Thank you so much for joining. Who else was here? RPI, thank you. You know, I think you're the freaking best. And my gangsta stopped by. Thank you so much for stopping by. VREX stopped by. Thank you. Thank you. Code XND. Thank you so much for stopping by. I like to make sure I acknowledge everybody, so I'm really trying not to miss anybody. But I think that was all. I think that was all. But thank you, guys. RPI. My zone. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow for day 23. We're going to continue with this new app, and I'm super excited about it. Have a great class dismissed. Have a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you tomorrow. My zone's a character. My zone is funny. All right. Bye, guys.